What's the cutest thing you've seen on social media? Perhaps you've seen these cute pictures of people getting up close with tigers, or these guys petting a baby elephant. Other viral hits include teacup pigs and dogs walking on hind legs. But these images hold a dark secret. Coming up, I'll investigate the cute images people share on social media and uncover the horrifying truth about them. Let's start with those cute images of big cats all travelers seem to visit and share on the web. There are numerous locations around the world where you can pose with them. One which is particularly popular is a facility in Mexico called the Black Jaguar White Tiger Foundation. Owned by Eduardo Cirio, the facility allows anyone to take photos and even cuddle with all sorts of big cats, ranging from jaguars to lions. It claims to be a sanctuary saving big cats from circuses, illegal breeding centers, and pet shops. However, this is not the reality of what goes on there. The facility is registered as a zoological entertainment facility. It's definitely not a sanctuary, and really much more akin to a cruel zoo. Even if the images seem innocent, they really aren't. You see, Black Jaguar White Tiger has been criticized for how it runs its business, and its owner is more of a socialite and businessman from LA who formerly has no knowledge or education background in animal husbandry. While it's adorable to get up close and personal with the animals, it puts so many people at risk of injury, or worse, death. Proper sanctuaries forbid contact between humans and animals for the obvious reasons that they're dangerous. If you're allowed to take selfies with cats like this and interact with them, it's a sure sign that the animals are being mistreated. Often, they are bred specifically to entertain visitors, so cubs are prematurely separated from their mothers, and when they're too big to take pictures with, they're often shut into tiny cages and used for breeding. This is why when Katy Perry posted images of herself posing with animals from Black Jaguar White Tiger, Instagram took the pictures down because they acknowledged that the images were harmful to the well-being of the animals, contributing to cruel practices. For example, check out this image of Eduardo improperly holding and feeding a cub. Any responsible sanctuary wouldn't allow this to happen, since the cub could aspirate on the milk in this position, potentially causing pneumonia or death. A video of one of the tiger cubs, Arizona, was actually posted during a live feed on Facebook and later deleted, which showed the cub being fed in a similar position and regurgitating the milk through her nose. That cub did in fact develop pneumonia and nearly died. In fact, many animals have died in the 3 short years that Eduardo Cirio has owned cats, many of them overlooked or completely forgotten by his devoted followers. There's even a whole channel dedicated to exposing practices at the facility. For instance, one of the lions called Karma died because she was allowed to chew on furniture, which eventually perforated her intestines. Unless people know what goes on, they'll be tempted to line the pockets of these so-called sanctuaries, and they may even get the false impressions that these animals aren't as dangerous as they really are. Exploiting wild animals like this for selfies and to attract celebrities like Khloe Kardashian and the Backstreet Boys is not cool. So whenever you see images of celebrities doing this, you should be reporting those images, not liking or sharing them. Behind the photo ops, there's also the issue of where the animals came from. The organization has more than 300 big cats and 200 other animal species, and the website claims they were rescued from circuses and exotic pet owners. Yet there are no public documents proving that. Eduardo Cirio even admitted that he bought some of the cubs from private breeders, which only encourages further breeding. He was even exposed by Big Cat Derek for lying when he posted an image Derek took of his tiger, Tess, and claimed in a now deleted post that he had rescued it from a circus. In other words, he's seriously misrepresenting where they are from. And it's not like the cats are living as freely as claimed. The truth is that the Black Jaguar White Tiger Foundation doesn't even have enough space for its animals. They hope to develop a 3,000-acre area for full-grown adult cats, but that has been a mere idea for several years now. All they have are a Stage 1 area for the young, rescued animals and a 30-acre Stage 2 area for roaming around. How exactly can the sanctuary ensure that all their big cats will live a decent life? A tigress needs a 20 square kilometer territory, while males require up to 100 square kilometers. Not only that, Cirio promotes a lifestyle in these cats which raises them on interaction and human dependency. But elsewhere around the world, the credible, ethical sanctuaries that responsibly care for large cats don't do this because they know it's not a sustainable or responsible way to raise them. In fact, these interactions delay and stunt the development of big cats. On top of that, there have been hundreds of fatal incidents between big cats and humans over the past few decades. It's no wonder that the so-called animal sanctuary isn't accredited by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, founded to ensure that the facilities touted as animal sanctuaries provide the highest standards of care during the rescue, rehabilitation, and the rest of their life. For a place that charges $1,000 a month to touch the big cats, it's alarming that the black jaguar white tiger does not meet such standards. But as I've said, there are other sources around the world of these cute photos on social media, such as the Tiger Temple in Thailand. And just like black jaguar white tiger, there's a problem with the Tiger Temple. First, it also allowed anyone to sit down beside massive tigers and take photos with them, which is a big no-no for safety reasons. Secondly, it's likely that these tigers are so approachable only because they were sedated. You see, drugging animals makes them less hostile to people. For example, a photo taken by conservation journalist Paul Hilton in 2016 showed a captive tiger posing for photos at the Zhongshan Bear and Tiger Mountain Village in China. In truth, the animal was both drugged and restrained. A third problem with the Tiger Temple is how it doesn't care about animal welfare. It had 147 captive tigers and made about $3 million each year. Yet people who worked at the temple claim that the animals didn't get proper treatment. Along with animal welfare advocates, the workers say that the captive tigers lacked food, veterinary care, shelter, and exercise. Furthermore, the Australia-based Conservation and Environmental Education for Life, or CEE for Life nonprofit organization, found out that 4 of the temple's first tigers in 2004 were caught from the wild. This means that tourists were taking photos with tigers that were forcibly separated from their habitat and family. Worse, a 2016 report from National Geographic revealed that the Thai monks handling the Tiger Temple were allegedly breeding tigers to meet the demand in the black market. Thankfully, the Thai authorities eventually closed down the facility, but others still exist in Thailand, like the Tiger Kingdom, which isn't without its own share of controversy. Apart from big cats, elephants are also being abused in the name of tourism in Thailand, India, Africa, and other countries. If you've ever wanted to have an elephant ride such as this one and take amazing shots like this, think twice. Even going for a selfie or having the opportunity to wash and feed them can actually be bad for the elephant population and their well-being. How? According to World Animal Protection, the popularity of elephant tourism leads to more elephants being captured in the wild. Baby elephants are stolen from their mothers and are repeatedly beaten to discipline them, which causes post-traumatic stress disorder. Also, a study conducted by World Animal Protection across Asia revealed that out of nearly 3,000 elephants, more than 75% of them had highly cruel living conditions. The monitoring network called Traffic noted that many elephants used for tourism in Thailand were smuggled from Myanmar. Apart from being chained to severely limit their movement, they are constantly exposed to hard concrete floors, noise pollution from traffic and loud music, and crowded environments. Plus, humans are put in danger as well if an elephant goes berserk or falls down due to exhaustion. Don't get me wrong, there are still some ethical elephant sanctuaries out there that keep good care of them. Just make sure you do your research before going. And as a general rule of thumb, don't visit one where you can ride them. Facilities that offer rides expose the elephants to a cruel process of intensive conditioning so that the elephants obey keepers and allow people to ride them. In order to ensure the elephants are safe around humans, the spirits of baby elephants are crushed as they are kept in a tiny pen to prevent movement and severely beaten with sharp objects like hooks at the end of sticks. This psychological torture means the elephants fear being beaten, ensuring they behave around tourists. But large animals aren't the only ones being mistreated for the purpose of padding out people's social media with adventurous photos. Even the treatment of small ones hides a dark secret. If you look at a photo of this kung fu frog or this gecko, you'd want to share it with everyone. But were these animals doing the poses naturally? A shocking post on the Chinese microblogging site Weibo argued that the viral photos were artificial. This means that the owners placed animals in these unusual stances using a string or thread, which is then removed using the spot healing brush tool in Photoshop. They are forcing these innocent creatures into awkward positions for the sake of being famous on social media. Now, if you're a pet owner, you should listen up. There are cute images going around on social media featuring dogs and cats in animal costumes, but some of these only look cute in pictures. In reality, costumes that restrict the movement of animals or cover their faces can cause distress, so be wary of this before you go and purchase Chewbacca, an actual Chewbacca costume to wear. It's also not a good idea to cover their bodies when it's hot. I'm not saying anyone who puts clothes on their pet is being cruel to them, just be observant. If your pet is noticeably kicking or rolling on the floor to try to get an item of clothing off that you've put on them, they're showing you they don't like it. Some pet owners have taken it a step further by actually dyeing their pets. Back in January, a dog named Violet had her fur colored using human hair dye, which led to swollen eyes and burnt skin. Violet needed 3 months of treatment before she could properly walk and bark again. Not only that, if she tasted the dye, she could have suffered from poisoning. Turns out it gets even worse for our canine friends. If you've ever seen a viral video of a dog walking on its 2 hind legs on social media, perhaps it's time to look at it from a new perspective. It's certainly cute to see dogs walking on their hind legs, but the truth is that it's unnatural for dogs to do so for a long duration. While some trainers reward their dogs for following instructions by giving treats, there are also those that punish the innocent animals. In one video shared on Twitter, a dog is repeatedly hit as its owner tries to make it walk while standing like a human being. And here's another one showing the abuse some dogs experience just so they can be used for entertainment purposes. Before you like and share a video of dogs walking on 2 legs, it's a good idea to check how the owner treats their pets. Finally, there's also the issue of teacup pigs and dogs. I admit that they do look adorable, but the problem is that people think these animals won't grow any bigger, which makes them want to buy their own. While they are small at first, these micro pigs will only stay so in photos. Some breeders recommend feeding the teacup pigs just a 1/4 cup of food each day, but what they're doing is starving the pigs to delay their growth. Eventually, teacup pigs will grow up to 300 pounds, and once they grow too big, their owners will likely let go of them. It's a good thing that organizations such as Vegas Pig Pets exist to rescue these animals, but the truth is, there aren't enough of these organizations to cater for your very own Mr. Bacon when he grows up. As for teacup dogs, they are crossbred to meet the demand. And while they are cute due to their size, teacup dogs mostly come from puppy mills. This means that they are commercially bred in the name of profit and with complete disregard of their well-being. Puppy mills are overpopulated and unsanitary, with dogs having their own urine and feces stuck on their fur. If it isn't too hot, many puppies die due to extreme cold. Getting teacup dogs means encouraging people to keep heartless puppy mills running. Moreover, due to their breeding bloodline, these dogs are born with a variety of health problems such as hypoglycemia, seizures, and heart complications due to their size and lack of strength. With all the problems I've encountered with viral images of cute animals on social media, is there any way you can help? Definitely. The 2 factors to consider here are social media and money. If you see a post about elephant riding, the tiger temple, teacup pigs, or reptiles in odd positions, avoid sharing and liking them. Instead, you can report, ignore, or expose the truth behind the cute images in the comments. Second, do not spend money on any of these. If people stop buying these animals and paying for elephant and tiger tourism, there won't be any incentive for illegal poachers and commercial breeders. And if you want to look at wild animals, make sure that you're visiting genuine sanctuaries such as Guatemala's Arcus Wildlife Rescue Center or Canada's Bear Valley Rescue, both of which are accredited by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. Overall, it's everyone's responsibility to be careful with what they post and share on social media. A simple click can ruin the lives of animals around the world. So which one were you outraged by the most? And do you know of any other cute social media images that have a dark history behind them? Tell me about it in the comment section below. And don't forget to share this video if you want to help spread the truth. Thanks for watching.